Welcome family, and thank you for clicking to watch this video. And here in this tutorial I am going to show you how to design an attractive church flyer from start to finish. So this is what we are actually going to design. From here we are going to then convert it to the texture looking faces, okay, just as you are seeing it. So without wasting much time, kindly go down into the description to download the resources needed to design this flyer. And as we always do on this channel, I have left inside the details needed to design this flyer also. So let's get into it. Let's rock and roll, guys. So here in Photoshop, you go to file, click on new like that, and here you go to print inside your new document and take A4 like this. Okay, so just in case you don't know the settings, I'm going to take millimeters like that and width of 210 and then height of 297, leaving resolution at 300. You can put it at 300 if you don't have it. So just as we always do on this channel, I'm going to show you the external settings like this and this fixed like that. Okay, just as you are seeing it. I'm going to give our document the name non-stop. Okay, this is a non-stop name I'm giving the document. So let's go. I'm going to hit on create and hit on create when you are done. So here in the new page, you go down here into your layer section and click on the new adjustment field like that. Click on gradients like this. Please keep these settings in mind. Inside the gradient field, I'm going to take style of linear and an angle of 90 degrees, scale of 100%, and then hit inside the gradient. So we are going to take our first color like this. So wait, please, let's first drag this. So click and drag to the top to remove the transparency like that. So we are then going to take our first color. So here in our first color, go down into the details. Okay, I've already opened my details. So here in the background gradient, copy the deep color code and we're going to then paste it right here in Photoshop. So this is it. Ctrl+V to paste as well. Click OK when you are done and go to the second color. Click inside the color and let's go. We are going into our details. So go into your details and copy this light color under the background gradient. Okay, and just come and paste it right here in Photoshop. Okay guys, so paste it like this. So you should have your page feeling like this. Okay guys, so from here all you are going to do is to just drag the deep color to the top, okay, just to fill more than half of the page. Something like that is okay, just as you are seeing it. Okay, just click and drag, that's all. So we are going to then bring in this background image. So just as I did, go to file and place embedded like that. Okay, so here is the texture. You're going to just increase it to fill the button and the side space like that. From here all you are going to do is to just drag to the top the rest like that. Okay, just as you are seeing it. This is it guys, this is the texture. Okay guys, so all you're going to do is to go inside your details. I have left the actions, so put texture on overlay. So we are then going to follow the action. We're going to put texture on overlay, and here we are just going to reduce opacity to 70%. Hit enter when you are done. So this is it guys. All we are going to do is to go to filter, go to blur, and we are going to just locate motion blur. With this move blur, what we are going to do is we will take the distance of about 10 pixels. It's okay, this is nothing more, like nothing more, nothing less. Okay, so let me show you how the move blur is occurring on it. So zooming into for you to see what is happening. So this is it guys, the before and the after. So this is actually what is happening on the texture image. So this is it, all about the texture image. So from here all you go is to go and give it a gradient, a new gradient. Okay, just like this. Okay, I'm going with the style of linear, angle of 90 degrees, the same settings, but then here in this part I'm going to take only one color. So here, let's go, highlight the color code and go into your details and take this single gradient color. Okay, we're going to copy this code, this gradient color code like this single gradient color code like that. Okay, and paste it right here in Photoshop, just as you are seeing me doing it. So this is what we want, but then not the white. Okay, so we are going to clear the white. So hit OK when you are done from here and just come down here, not the transparency, just drag that down part of the slider and you are good to go, just to clear it off. So drag to the top a bit like this, just as you are seeing it filling the page. Click and drag to the top like that. Okay, like this. Okay, all right guys, just as you are seeing it. Click OK when you are done, so you will have it feeling like this. All right, guys, so when you are done from here, all you have to do is to go to File and hit on Place Embedded. Okay, all we are going to do is to bring in this image. Okay, image 46. Okay, all right, guys, this is actually not very quality image, but then it is here for a purpose. So just enlarge it and move it to the top like this, and make sure it is well centered, just as I am doing. From here, all we are going to do is to put blend mode. Okay, select the image and go to your details. I have left this action, so put image texture on overlay. So we are going to then put blend mode on overlay like this, just as you are seeing it. Okay, from here you go to filter, go to blur and Gaussian blur. So here in the Gaussian blur, we are going to blur about no 156, something like 15 pixels is okay. So hit OK when you are done. From here we are going to just give it a layer mask and take our brush tool, okay, just like this, and we're going to just brush up the sharp edges and some parts around it. So let me show you my brush settings, because my screen recorder isn't giving me my brush size. Okay, so just as you are seeing it, I'm going with the soft round brush and the hardness of 0. So brushing of this sharp edge, and I'm going to just target this right part of the screen and just around it like this. Okay, just as you're seeing, I just want the brightness at the center. Oops, Control plus Z to undo. Okay, like this. Okay, I just want the center like that. Okay, just let me show you this. So this is what I want, like this at the center, like that for you. Okay, guys, and we are just going to bring in this next image. So go to File and Place Embedded like this. I'm going to bring in this mirror image, place like this, move it or scale it to the top like this, and leave it or press enter to finish. So we are going to then put blend mode on luminosity like this. Okay, this is filling nicely. Okay, but then we don't want this black and white at the bottom, so let's first go to filter, blur and Gaussian blur. So here in the Gaussian blur, we are going to blur a little bit. Okay, just about something going like 7 is okay, 7 pixels is okay, and this is the before and this is the after. Okay, guys, so give it a layer mask. As I said earlier, we don't want the black and white showing or the grayscale. All you do is to just take your gradient tool after giving the layer mask and just fade out this bottom where the grayscale was, like that, just as you are seeing me doing it. And yeah, this is it. Alright, guys, just as you are seeing it, guys, so this is the before and this is the after, like that for you. Okay, guys, let's box on. So go into your details. I have also placed the action for the mirror image on it, like that, just as I highlighted. Go to File and we're going to just place embedded. Let's look for the tomb. So this is what we want. So tomb, there we have it. Okay, guys, so scale it to the top and make sure it hits the top like that. Click done when you are done, like that. You're just going to put blend mode on luminosity again. Okay, guys, so just as you're seeing it, and I have also left the action like this, put tomb on luminosity, just as you are seeing it, guys. So from here you give it a layer mask because we want to brush off some parts. So take your brush tool as usual, and let me show you my brush settings as we always do on this page. So hardness of 0 and soft round brush. Brush off this sharp edge first and go inside the tomb like this and brush it off this white part. Okay, and we are targeting the white part, any part where the white is actually coming from or the light is coming from, we just clear it out. Okay, we do not want it. We actually want the feeling where the tomb will actually make another wall, okay, for that house in there to be like a cave, everything there to be like a cave. That's the feeling. Okay, so yeah, just brushing off this white and bringing back some clarity to the images like that. Okay, just bringing off this light from there like this a bit. So brush it out until you see all the lights of the image, but then we are having some trees or walls around it, just as you have seen it, guys. So this is it, guys, and I really love this, and I'm going to group all of this, and yeah, let's name it the background. So this is actually the feeling I want, okay, for our background. We are not done. Okay, So first we are not first we're actually going to then give this pen tool shape, okay, but then let's locate the center. Go to view and new guide like this. So here in the new guide we're going to type in 50% and make sure that it is on horizontal like this, then hit OK. So this is the horizontal center we want. We actually want this because we want to draw this shape. So create a new layer and take or locate your pen tool, okay, just as I am locating mine. This is my pen tool, and make sure it is on shape. This setting is on shape like that. All I'm going to do is to stand here at the top right corner here like this and make one node. Click to make a node and come to the edge where the intersection of the ruler and the kind of the page like that, and drag downwards just as I'm doing. Okay, from here all I'm going to do is to just click outside, okay, the selection and meet it back at the node or the initial point like that. Let me give it a color because I think black, you're not seeing it. So this is it. Okay, this is the shape I have created. Okay, this is a white code, but then we want a different color. So go into your details, locate this orange yellow code and paste it right here. So copy and paste it right here in Photoshop. So this is it, guys. This is it. All right, guys, this is the orange yellow orange like that, or orange yellow. I'm going to then drag down to the new layer icon there to make a duplicate, just as I have done. Ctrl+J to also make the duplicate like that. Okay, guys, just as you are seeing it on the page, I just flipped horizontal, okay, like that. All right, guys, let's go on. Just making sure that it matches. So to make sure that it matches, all you're going to do is to bring back your ruler. Ctrl+R to bring back your ruler if it is not there. So this is how I gauged it. Okay, so with the ruler there, I can see that some part of this guy is not showing, so it has to come back on. So this is it, guys. I have it nicely and well positioned where I want it. So yeah, this is all about the background. And yeah, so let me then group so all of it. So I'm then going to put this all inside. So see you at the next section. So welcome, guys, and here we are going to design the non-stop part of the video. So here all you're going to do is to go to file and place embedded. We are going to bring in this fire circle. Okay, just click on it and hit on place like this, and all I'm going to do is to just put blend mode on screen. Okay, so just as you're seeing it, and from here go to edit and free transform like this. All I'm going to do is enlarge it like this, just as you're seeing it, to feel somewhere nice on the page. Okay, this is not the actual size, but for now let's leave it like this. Okay, we're just going to apply some editing. So for me not to lose the entire image, we are going to just make a duplicate. Press Ctrl+J to make a duplicate, and what we are going to do on this is, we are going to work on this one. Okay, like this. Right click and then click on rasterize layer, just as you're seeing it. This is what we're going to work on. From here you're going to just go to your selection tool, take rectangular marquee tool. Okay, I'm going to use the rectangular marquee tool like this. Okay, and let me show you. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to then cut off the head. Okay, this part. Okay, all right, guys, so go to edit and then hit on cut like this. I have cut this part out. Okay, that is what we want for the edit. From here you go to your ellipse and you take your ellipse tool or circle tool like this, and all I'm going to do is to just take a white colored color like that. You can also take the white color from the color palette anyhow like that. Make sure it's on shape, and let's draw our big circle. Okay, from here you can draw it at any part, but then after that we're going to just make some adjustments. So yeah, let's go. So make sure it is positioned and go to edit and free transform to make the positioning or the adjustment. Make sure it is in line with the fire circle. Okay, just click on the ellipse tool and make sure the ellipse is selected, and just go to fill and close the eye of the fill like that, so that it will be left with the path. Okay, just select the ellipse tool again and take the type tool or horizontal type tool and come to the path and just make sure the type tool is on it the sign is going to come like that, just as you are seeing it. Okay, just for you to type in, I mean, on the path. Okay, on the path, not in the path. So we're going to just type in worship with worship our creator with, okay, with. So all corrections are going to be made at the end of the video, so don't worry if there's any text or error along the line. Don't worry, corrections are going to be made, so there is no need to be worried. Okay, so this is it. I'm typing in, yeah. Okay, another mistake there. Okay, guys, so I'm going to then use Montserrat. So yeah, we already have Montserrat here, so no need to open the font. So Montserrat. So yeah, I'm going with Montserrat. Link is right in the description. All I'm going to do is to just take the font style medium. So Montserrat medium, and just to reduce the size to 12 points like that. Okay, just as you are seeing it, click done when you're actually done. Take your move tool like this and go to edit and free transform. So here in the free transform, all I'm going to do is to just tilt it, hold down the node and tilt it like this. Okay, just for it to match with the circle like that. Reduce the size if you don't have yours feeling like you want it. Okay, just as you're seeing it on mine like that. Okay guys, I'm then going to just enlarge it a bit. Okay, all right guys, so from here I want to gauge. Okay, so click down when you are done. I want to gauge with this ruler. Pull down your ruler and just put it right below it, and make sure your text are well centered with the ruler, just as you are seeing mine. I just want it to feel nicely like on the ruler, straight like that, just as you're seeing. I'm going to tilt a bit like this, so this shows like this is cool. Let's pull off the ruler like that. So let's bring in the layer, the layers. Okay, so here what we're going to do is to just locate our circle like that, and take the ellipse, create a new layer so that it does not merge, and create a very nice circle like this. Take your move tool and position it right here at the edge, okay, of the fire circle like this. Reduce it and make sure it is faced somewhere nice like this, just as you're seeing it on the screen, guys. So yeah, so with this I'm going to just make a duplicate of it, and this is the duplicated one, guys. Okay, I did that just for you to see the duplicated one. So yeah, go down to the description, the details, and copy this single gradient color like this, the code, and paste it right here in Photoshop. Okay, so this is what we actually want. All you are going to do is to go to edit and free transform, Ctrl+T for shortcut, and resize it like this. Nope, don't hold shift, just resize it like that, and you are good to go. Okay guys, I'm just positioning it at the edge like that, of the circle, the white circle like this, and I just reduce the circle like that. I'm going to select both, and just as I have done, and enlarge it just to cover that particular space there on the fire like that. Okay, just as you are seeing it, guys, just as you are seeing it. So take the white circle and go to effects and blending options, and here it is going to bring you to the layer style. So click on drop shadow, and here in the drop shadow, please, you can also pause this video and insert the same figures in yours, or the same settings in yours. Distance of 10 and opacity at 50 like this, and then blend mode on multiply like that, and this angle of 90 degrees, and just as you are seeing it. Click OK when you are done. Okay guys, I'm going to select both, and let me show you the full, and hold Alt and drag to the right side and position it to right on top of the fire circle like this, at the edge like that. Position, make sure it's well positioned just like that, and covering the fire circle like that. I'm going to group the two like this. Okay, so this is it, guys. Yeah, so let's group it and give this a layer mask. Give the fire image or fire circle a layer mask, and take your brush tool and just brush off the sharp edge, just as you are seeing me doing. Okay, I'm just brushing off the sharp edge like that. Okay guys, so this is it. This is what I want. From here I'm going to take my rectangle tool and create a very thin rectangle or a line. So a thin rectangle, also known as a line, okay, like this. So take your move tool back again and let's go into our layers. Double click here in this thumbnail and let me sample this. So click OK when you are done. But actually we do not want this color. So double click in the thumbnail and go into your details and copy this light yellow color code. Copy, right click and go to copy and come into Photoshop and right click and paste. Ctrl plus V to paste as well. So this is actually the color we want. Okay, so from here let's pull this slider. I'm dragging inside, zooming inside for you to see what is happening. Hold Alt and just drag like that to the right side to make a duplicate. And yeah, so this is it. Position it right here at the other side of the uh, page like that. So just as you are seeing it, just as you're seeing it. So that is how it is being made. So I'm then going to duplicate this fire circle so that it blazes more. Okay, just that I just made it to increase in fire. Okay, just brightness. Okay. That's all. That's the essence of the duplicate. So here we're going to just take the text. Okay, go to effects and go to blending options. So here in the blending options, click on drop shadow. All we're going to do is to just tweak the shadows a bit. Please pause this video and just insert the same figures and we are good to go. Okay guys, so this is it, the before and after, like that. That's the essence of the shadow, like this, just as you're seeing it guys. So from here all I'm going to do is to join group. Let's go to edit and free transform here and just position it at the top here and enlarge it a bit. Okay, just a little bit of an adjustment. Okay, this is also part of the designing process, so kindly forgive me, don't get bored. Okay guys, so this is it, just coming down with the down arrow key on my keyboard like that and just enlarging it like that just to fill the page. Okay, this is it. I'm just gauging. All right guys, this is it. So this is how I want it to be. So from here I'll just group it. Control plus G to group as well, or you can hit on the group icon down there in the layers. Okay guys, so this is it. Segoe fire group. Okay, so yeah, that's the essence of the enlargement. Okay, just to make sure that our fire circle is on the page and nice on the page like that for you. Okay guys, so from here all we're going to do is to just locate our pen. So from here all I'm going to do is to just locate our type tool and just come to type in this non-stop. Okay, so yeah, let me increase the size of our text like this and go into the character section and take the font lobster. Is it lobster or lobster 1.4? So this is the font I'm talking about. Link is right in the description. So type in non-stop like this. Okay, so this is the non-stop like that. So take done. When you're actually done, take your move tool and go to edit and free transform. So here in the free transform, just enlarge it to fill within the circle like that. Okay, just as you are seeing it, just position it somewhere in line with the rectangle like that. Go to select and select all, or Control plus A to do that, and go to select and deselect or Control plus D to do that. You can also do same for this circle fire group like that. Nothing happened because it is already centered, but then we're going to do it by force with our arrow key. So use the left arrow key to move to the left. So now it is centered to our liking. So all we are going to do is to then go to FX and blending option. So go down to FX and blending option on the non-stop text. Okay, so yeah, we're going to take bevel and emboss. So here in the bevel and emboss, I'm going to put this on white first. Okay, I already have the settings for the bevel and emboss in the details. Okay, so you can as well pause this video and then do as I do. Okay, just like that, and then set the figures, because we actually do not want to waste a whole lot of time. Okay, you also have it in the details, so guys, kindly forgive me for this part, but then I think you can still benefit as I'm doing. You can still see it. So here we're going to put opacity to 0. Okay, because the black, we do not want it, because we're going to give it a shadow. Okay, so here you're going to just take this drop shadow and tilt it a bit, then not tilt, tweak it. Okay, I guess tweak it to opacity of 55%. No, 55 is too much, so 45% is okay. So yeah, and you already have the settings, so please, you can also pause this video and just insert the same figures. I have the bevel and the boss here for you. So text editing, that is for the text, bevel and the boss. Hit OK when you are done. Alright guys, so this is the essence of the bevel and the boss, like this, and the shadow like that. Okay guys, so just as you are seeing it nicely for you, so go to the type 2, horizontal type 2, and take it. So make sure you bring it on the page. We are just going to take impact font. So the font impact is right in the description. Link is in the description to be downloaded. So type in prayer. Okay, just like that. Take done when you are done. Take your move tool, and all you're going to do is to go to edit and free transform. Over here we're just going to enlarge it like this to fill somewhere beneath. Okay, not the same as the non-stop, but then somewhere nicely like that. Okay, just as you're seeing mine. All right guys, so let's go to the type 2 and just put it on 66. I placed mine on 66. Okay, not put. So we are just going to duplicate this because we want to apply some editing and we don't want to lose the original copy. So this is what we made the duplicate of. So then let's close the eye of that and just take the duplicated one, right click and go to rasterize type like this. We have rasterized this like that. From here, all we are going to do is to take our rectangular Marquee Tool, and then let me push this slider here and this slider up like this. I'm going to gauge with my ruler where I am going to cut. So I want to cut somewhere here like this. So yeah, let me make my selection nicely. So with the ruler on, I'm going to make a selection on the ruler from the top like this. Okay, so from here, all I'm going to do, let me bring in the layers so that you guys will see. Control plus J to make a duplicate of the selected part. So this is it guys, I have made a duplicate. So this is a duplicated one. I use a selection tool to cut and then made a duplicate. So we are going to work on it. So go to FX and blending option like that. Okay guys, before then, let's go to FX blending option on the duplicated text, or yeah, so give it a shadow just as you are seeing it. Okay, to give it something nice like this. So with the shadows, okay, please, we are going with opacity of 30% and the size of 30%. Okay, spread of 0, distance of 10, and let's say opacity back to 40 because we want it a little bit deeper. You can as well pause that part of the video and just make the adjustment. Okay, click OK when you're actually done at that part. Okay, all right guys, so welcome. So here what we are going to do is to pull off this ruler because we're actually done with the use of it. So this is how we want it to fill the page. So this is the before. Oops, not that one. Oops. So where are you? So this is it. So there you are. So this is the before, and okay, let me click off the page. Oops, no. So yeah, so this is it, the before and the like the before and the after like this. Okay, nicely for you. All right guys, something like this. So yeah, so cool, that is it guys. So take the main text like this, go to FS and blending option, and all we are going to do is to just give it a bevel and a boss. You already have the bevel and a boss settings already in the previous part of the in the other part of the video where we edited the non-stop and just, and also in the details. Okay, so all you're going to do is just tweak these shadows, okay, these drop shadows to mine, and you are good to go. Okay guys, let's go on. All right guys, you can tweak it by pausing that part of the video and yeah, inserting the same figures just to get the same results as mine. Okay guys, so this is it, this as you are seeing it. Okay, so let me take my type tool again, and I'm going to type in the next detail. So all we're going to do is to type in this feast. Okay, so this is the feast, but then we're going with the font Montserrat. Okay guys, I'm going to just take Montserrat bold. Okay, so we are going with Montserrat medium actually, and reducing the size like that. Okay, so this is it. All right, semi bold. Yeah, let's go semi bold. We want a bit deeper. So go into your details and take this light yellow color code and copy it and paste it right here in Photoshop, just as you are seeing it guys. Click OK when you're actually done and just position it right below the prayers. Copy your character and increase the VA to catch up with the prayer, the ends of the prayer. Okay, like this. I just decrease the size of the text and just increase the VA just to make it feel nicely. Okay, and take down when you are done with the editing right there. Okay, just take your move tool again and just oops, nope, this is bad. Control plus Z to undo. This is it. I'm just going to make sure it is centered by myself and all by myself. So you can use the arrow keys on the keyboard, I mean the left and right arrow key on the keyboard. So this is it guys, the feast right below it, like that. I'm going to move right a bit. So this is how it is feeling, and this is how I love it. So yeah, cool and cozy like this for us. All right guys, and let's move on. All right, so this is it. All we're going to do is to just come to our shape tool and take this rectangular tool and create a very long rectangle, okay, right below the feast, like this. Not all that big, something nice like this, and position it somewhere above the line or the ruler right there. Okay, so this part is okay. Yeah, so this is cool. So yeah, let's go to the layers and go to FX on this long rectangle. Go to blended option. Now we're going to do is to give it a gradient overlay. So here in the gradient overlay, we are going with style of linear, and yeah, let's go and create our gradient. So we are going to take the first color. So here I have left the shape gradient color code. We are going with the deep color code, copy and then paste it right here. So let's make this dots, and you're going to paste it right here like this. So highlight and then just press Ctrl plus V and you are good to go. Okay guys, let's go to the other part of the slider. So this is it. Let's give it the color. So yeah, go into your details and copy this light color code. So copy, right click and go to copy and just right click and paste. Okay, after highlighting, so click OK when you are done. So this is it, how we want it. Okay, all you're going to do is to click and drag, okay, to make sure that the deep part fills more than half of the page, just as you are seeing it guys. Okay guys, I love this feeling, and yeah, this is it guys. So yeah, I actually made that so that you guys will see how it is being done. You just click and drag it on the page and you are good to go. Click OK when you are done. Okay, all right, so this is it. If you're at this point, I salute you, sir. Well done. All right guys, so yeah, let's box on. All I'm going to do is to just bring in this type tool and let's give it white. Just make sure your VA is reduced to 0, just as I have made, like that. And we are going to take this Montserrat extra bold italic and let's type in the theme. Okay, the theme is going to be ask and it shall be given, okay, to you. So yeah, so that's the theme, like that. All right guys, so this is it. Okay, so reduce the size to 12 points like that. About 10 points. No, this is too much. Why am I going too far like that? So 12 is somehow cool and moderate, right? So take done when you're actually done and it is well like showing, so more visible like that. So yeah, create another type 2 area and we are going with Montserrat, but then we are going to take something standing. So medium, Montserrat medium is okay. So yeah, let's go. Oops, that is not where we are going to type. We're actually going to type inside this. So Montserrat medium. Okay, so we are going to take your curly bracket like this and type in Matthew. So Matthew 7:7 is where we will find this quotation. So Matthew 7, yeah, 7, and close the curly bracket like that. Okay, so highlight all and just go into your details and copy this green blue, like green blue color code right here. Okay guys, so highlight and copy it, right click and go to copy like this. Oops, yeah, so that's the green blue. So go to the color and just paste it right here. Okay guys, so this is the take down when you're actually done with it. And yeah, we are done. So I'm going to then reduce it to 10 and yeah, so we'll just select the 2 and make sure it is centered like this. So yeah, so group the 2 and name, I'm going to name it team. Okay, that's the team, and go to select and select all and just make sure it is centered like that. Okay guys, so go to select and deselect like that after making the selection and you are good to go. Okay guys, let's box on. I'm going to pull off this ruler because we're actually done with the use of it. And yeah, so this is it. I'm going to group the whole of this and name it fire. So this is actually the fire. Okay, non-stop. Non-stop is cool. Non-stop, because yeah, that's the non-stop prayer feast. Okay, see you in the next part of the tutorial. All right guys. Welcome fam, and here in this part of the video we are going to add the men of God to our design and just some editing to it. So go to file and place embedded. We are first going to bring this cross image. Okay, so bring it on the page and just we're going to make sure it is at this right part of the page and resize it. Locate the theme and the shape right at the theme and just go send this cross image right below the theme, together with the shape. Give it a layer mask and take your brush tool like this. Let me show you my brush settings because we always do this on this channel like this. I'm going with the brush size of 1000 like that and the 0% hardness soft one brush and brushing off the sharp edges away like this. Okay, just as you're seeing it guys, like that, like that, like that, so that will be left with just some smaller portion where the cross, like that, just as you are seeing it guys, this part. Okay, just take your move tool after brushing off and just send it up like that. Okay guys, I'm going to just bring it down below the entire non-stop like that. We just position it at the corner here at the right side of the screen, just as you're seeing it. I'm going to resize it and bring it down a bit, okay, because I want the cross to be visible, okay, just for everyone to see the cross. Okay guys, so this is the feeling I want. All right guys, so this is the before and after like that. So from here we're going to bring in the man of God. So go to file and place embedded. We're going to deal with them one after the other. So let's go to the first poster like this. So this is it. Place it on the page and resize it like this. We are going to send it down here and resize it a bit to fill the page like this. Okay, let's see. Okay, a bit like this is okay. All right guys, like this is okay. So from here I'll give it a layer mask and take my brush tool, and yeah, I'm going to just brush off with a black foreground color, brush off this sharp edge like this so that it blends with the background. Okay guys, so, yeah, a bit like this. So take your move to when you are done, like this. Okay guys, so from here let's go to file and place embedded. We're going to bring in this second pasta. So this is it guys, place embedded. They are all facing the direction I want them to do. So yeah, so it's easy. So let's go resize it so that it becomes smaller than the first pasta. So take done when you are done, give it a layer mask and take your brush tool and just brush off the sharp edge so that it blends with the background. Okay, just as I'm doing guys, and yeah, this is it. Take your move tool and just bring it down below that of the first pasta and we are good to go. Alright guys, position it somewhere behind him, behind the first pasta like that, and take your brush tool and just brush off the part that is entering the first man of God's image like that. Okay, and just make sure there is no image entering. Okay, position the first man of God and just enter into the layer mask of the first man of God. Take your brush tool and make sure you take the white foreground color, uh yeah, to bring back the mistake we actually made. There you have it. Okay guys, I'm then going to work on this woman of God. Okay, this second pastor. We are going into the layer mask and take our brush tool and take the black foreground color. What we are going to do is to just reduce the brush and brush off this part that is making it difficult for us like that. Okay guys, so just as you are seeing it, yeah, that is how I want it to feel. So this is it guys, so that is the head gauge. Okay, I actually gauge that with the eye, but then I just want you guys to see how I made it, so that's why I brought the ruler. So let's go on, go to file and place embedded. We're going to bring in this third pasta. So this is the third pasta, resize it so that it becomes smaller than the second pasta. Okay, so something like shortest like that. All right guys, okay guys, so this is it. From here, after positioning, you just give it a layer mask and take your brush tool and brush off as usual like that so that it blends with the background. They are all facing the direction we want it, so yeah, no need for turning to the horizontal or what. So we are having it intact like that. Just make sure that they are all in line and they are following each other in sizes like that. Okay guys, we are then going to group the whole of this and resize it with Ctrl plus T like this and make sure it is positioned at the center of the page like this guys. After doing this, all you have to do is to just take done when you're done. I'm just moving in with the right arrow key and moving in with that with the right arrow key like that. Okay guys, so this is the before and after like that. What we are going to do is to just work on this group. We're going to make a duplicate of the entire group like this. Okay, let's close the eye of the top one. We are going to work on this one. Okay, this one. Okay, all right guys, so right click and go to convert to smart object. Okay, they are all in one smart object. Okay, so after that you go to filter and click on camera raw filter. So this is where we add the texture looking part of their their images. Okay, so from here go to preset and make sure you locate B and W. So inside the B and W you are going to just click on B and W punch. Okay, like this, just this. Okay, B and W punch like that. So this one is what we want, and when you're done, all you have to do is just click on OK when you are done. Okay, so this is not all. We actually want the Zelda setting. So go down here to the new fill adjustment like that and click on hue and saturation. From there, all you're going to do is just click or take that clipping mask like that so that it clips the background like this. So all you're going to do is just check the color rise like that. Okay, because we actually want to give the face the same background as we have in the background. Okay, so yeah, we're going to put saturation a bit like that, and I'm having my hue at 345 and saturation at 35 and lightning. Yeah, you can also pause this video and put in the same figures like that. Lightning at -2 like that. Okay guys, so this is actually the before and the after, just as you are seeing it. All right guys, so yeah, this is another before and after. So yeah, that's all about how you can add that face punch on it. Okay, so I just grouped the whole of the unpunched and the punched men of God. Okay, so yeah, so this is it guys. So from here, all we're going to do is to take our ellipse tool and create a very nice circle like this on the page. Take our move tool and position it right on top of our first man of God. Double click here this time now and give it a red color. But then yeah, let's go into our details and take the actual color code we want. So we want to take this pink color code like this and paste it right here in Photoshop like this. Okay guys, so when you are done, all you have to do is to just resize it a bit because it was small. It was actually big. Okay, hold Alt and just drag to the left like this and resize it. So that's it. That's how to make a duplicate. Hold Alt and drag to the left like that. Okay guys, double click and let's actually search for blue color. So copy this blue color code and paste it right here in Photoshop. So yeah, this is the second ellipse. So all you're going to do from here, I'm going to show you. So hold Alt and drag to the left and you will make a duplicate nicely. And yeah, so that is how you make the duplicate for you. Okay guys, so this is it. Position it at the shoulders like that. All right, just as you are seeing it. Yeah, just as you're seeing it guys. So this is it, all about the duplication and yeah, the color setting. So yeah, let's check the arrangements. So bring down the ruler to each of it like that. So this is it guys. This is how I made my arrangements with the ruler, and actually I did that with my eyes, but let me show you with the ruler. Okay, let me bring this down here, and yeah, just like that. It's like they are increasing on, actually decreasing to the top like that. Okay, so this is it, all about the arrangement. Okay guys, so let's group the whole of the ellipse from here to there like that. Control plus G to group as well, and we're going to name it um, ellipse like this. Okay guys, these are all the ellipse, and we're going to just bring in the ellipse tool again and create another ellipse. So ellipse, ellipse. So take your move tool from here and just go into this time now and just give it a white color like that. Position it right here at the center, I mean between the first man of God and the edge of the page like that. Just as you are seeing it, position it nicely and hold Alt and just drag downwards to make a duplicate. Just give it a color. This sample this orange color code, this orange color on the page like that. Okay, you're good to go guys. Just reduce the size like that. Okay, bring it down a bit. All right guys, just as you are seeing it on the page, take done when you're actually done. So that is how I made it. So yeah, so all I'm going to do from here is to just take my type tool and we're going to just add the necessary details. I'm going to type it white from here, and first all I'm going to do is to type in with this font Segoe script. Actually we have Segoe script like that. So Segoe script like that. So Segoe script font, increase the size to 14 points and a bit 17 points, a bit to 20 points. Okay, so at 20 points, I think we are settling with that. And let's bring in another typing section like this. We're then going to type with impact font like this. So with this impact font, what we're going to do is just reduce the size to about 17 points and type in this detail. So I'm going to type in the names of the man of God here right now. So Pastor Daniel Otu. So Pastor Daniel Otu, actually, it's a very nice name. So yeah, I'm going to give the spacing like that and just make sure it is center aligned like that. Okay, just as you are seeing it on the page. Alright guys, take done when you're actually done. So taking my move tool, all I'm going to do just move down with the arrow key just to give some space between the host and then the actual name. So select both and hold Alt and just drag to the left and just reduce the size so that it fits inside, within the ellipse like that. Okay, not too much, but then something smaller than the first one. Okay, all right, the one that we duplicate, the one that we made a duplicate of. Okay, so we're actually going to change the title, so from host to guest. So this is it, host to guest like that. And let's type in the name of the woman here. So this is actually Lady Reverend like that. Enter Regina Arthur. Okay, so this is it guys. So yeah, so take down when you're actually done. So here, all I'm going to do from here is to select both. Yeah, so let's go guys. So I'm going to select both of this and just move this slider and just hold Alt and drag to the other ellipse and reduce the size like this. Something smaller than the previous one. Yeah, the one we actually made a duplicate of. The one we actually made a duplicate of. So all we are going to do is just change the title from guest to organizer. So this is org, not actually .org. So this is just organizer. Yeah, let's type in the name of the man of God here and we are good to go. Okay guys, so this is actually the man of God. So Reverend Francis Obing. Yeah, so this is it guys. So take down when you're actually done, just as you are seeing it. Okay guys, so let's go into our layers and group the whole of the names of the men of God and name it actually we're going to name it names of emoji. So yeah, this sounds cool. So let's go to the time. We are here going to just edit the time. So take your type tool and we're going to type in the actual time with this color. So sample this pink color code, this pink color like that. Okay, so yeah, it's 5 o'clock p.m. So this is it. This is what we actually want. Yeah, so reduce the size to 13 points like that, so that it fills inside the ellipse like that. So take down when you're done. We're just going to type in with a different font. Okay, so with the same font, Segoe script. Okay, yeah, let's zoom inside and see what we're actually doing. So each night, so 5 o'clock p.m. each night. All right, so select all and just reduce the size like that. Okay, all we're going to do is sample this color and we are done. All right guys, you already have the color codes and they are already on the screen just as you are seeing it. So yeah, take your rectangle tool and make a line, a thin line. Okay, a thin line below the ninth like this with a very deep font. Double click here this thumbnail and sample from the page or this the rectangle and you're good to go. All right guys, let's move this H9 up. Yeah, and you have it nicely like this for you. Okay guys, so what we're going to do is to go to file and open this time date vector. Okay, so yeah, this date, time and icons like that. So just take your lasso tool and make the selection around the time and just press Ctrl+C to cut. And you can as well do that by going to edit and going to paste like that. So right click and go to convert to smart object because we don't want to lose the quality of the image. Okay, so bring it on board, to where the yellow ellipse is, like this, just as you are seeing it. Take done when you're actually done. From here, want to give it a different color, so double click at the empty space on that particular layer and just go to solid color and give it white like that. Okay, just as you are seeing it, something simple. You have already done this over and over again, how to add a solid color, not a solid color, actually a color overlay. Yeah, so yeah guys, so simple like that. Okay, let me pull up this ruler and just as you are seeing it. Okay guys, all right, let's go and add our church name. So go and then take your ellipse tool and we're going to just do a white ellipse. So yeah, so draw a very nice circle on the page like this, and let's take our move tool, move it somewhere nice here. Okay, for now. And let's take our type tool, horizontal type tool. We're going to actually type with impact font, and yeah, so you just let's increase the font size like that. And we are typing with strong. We're actually typing the church name, so Strong Tower Prayer Ministry like this, international, just as you are seeing it. So yeah, I'm going to then reduce the size because I don't want it big like that. Okay, something like this is okay. Let's take the circle and make sure it is centered, and reduce the size like that. Okay, so from here, let's close that and let's bring in this church logo. So go to file and place embedded. So there we have it like this logo. Yeah, so this is our church logo, something nice, a bit nice, not nice a bit, it's really nice, but something cute like that. It was cute down there, so yeah. So go to FX on the logo and go to blending option. So this is how you add a color overlay. So just click a color overlay and sample the color just on the page, the deep color like that. You already have the colors in your details. So let's just group everything about the church name and make sure it is well centered like that. Okay guys, go to select and deselect after making your selection, and let's name it logo, yeah, for short. So from here we go to edit on the church group, church name group like that, and reduce the size like this. Okay, a bit because I actually don't want it big enough. Okay, so this is okay, this is actually cool. Okay guys, so I actually made some omissions, so let's actually do the corrections. So here we're going to add this fire vector to our design. So let's see, non-stop, where are you? Non-stop, I'm looking for non-stop. Non-stop. Okay, so let's bring it, go to file and place embedded. So here we're going to bring in this fire vector to the page. So this is it, scale it, reduce the size like this, and bring it on top of the non-stop like this. Position it somewhere between the N and the S like this, and reduce the size because we don't want it big like that. Okay, bring it down and take down when you're actually done. You actually want to give it white, so go to FX and blending options, and here in your blending option layer style, go to color overlay and give it white, and you are done. So we are going to bevel and emboss. Bevel and emboss. You're going to create outer. You can also pause this video or go to the details. That's of the non-stop bevel. Yeah, all you're going to do is just change this part. So this, we're going to copy this light yellow and replace it here with this. Okay, so that gives it a yellow background. So where there was white, just change it to this yellow, and we are good to go. So just simple as this, and no harm. So yeah, no harm, no harm. Okay guys, thank you for watching to this part. So see you in the next part of the video. All right guys, so welcome fam, and here in this part of the video we are going to add our date, time and location. So let's go. So take your horizontal type tool and we're going to type in this. Let's type in 1 month. It's only 1 month starting. It's a 1 month program starting, like, yeah, 1 month starting like that, just as you are seeing it. Okay, go to edit and free transform, because we actually want to increase the size like that. Okay, something cool, and make sure it is positioned at the center of the page. Okay, just like that. Okay, I just reduce this again. Okay, yeah, so from here I'll go to select and select all, and just make sure it is well centered. Go to select and deselect again, and to this get rid of the selection. So from here we're going to just take the lasso tool and make a selection around the date icon, and just cut with the Ctrl plus S and just paste. Go to edit and just paste, or Ctrl plus V to paste on the page as well. Right click on the layer and just go to convert to smart object, just as I have done. Just give it a color overlay, and just go to edit and free transform. Reduce the size so that it matches with this text 1 month starting like this, so that it matches with it like that. Okay, let it go closer to it so that you see how it matches very well. So this is it guys, this is how I want it to be. So yeah, so take your type tool again, and we're going to just type in our with the font Montserrat. We are going to type in with Montserrat, and the font style of Montserrat medium italic. So Montserrat medium italic is going to be used here. So we are typing in the date, the actual date. So starting at, so every corrections will be made in this upcoming last part of the video. So stay tuned and let's practice together. Okay guys, so this is it, 1st to 31st of August 2022. So I'm then going to reduce the size to 10. About 10 is too small, so let's say 12 is okay. 12 is actually visible, so go to the character section and increase the VA to about 220. Yeah, so something like that. So let's put it at 180. Yeah, so this is actually okay, and reduce the size to 10, and we are good to go. Position it right below, and I just increase the VA. This is all part of designing process, so kindly forgive me. Don't get bored. Please don't get bored. So let's take our type tool. I just increase the VA to bypass it, or like that. It actually necessarily must not be at the center. So select all, and yeah, make sure it is centered. It is not at the center because of that of the date vector, but then it is not a problem. So after doing that, all you have to do is make a line, okay, with your shape tool, just as you are seeing on the page, and just double click in the terminal and give it this orange yellow color code. Sample it on the page and you're good to go. This is it guys, this is how far we have come. So just as you are seeing it guys, select all and group, and we're going to name it date, because this is our date. And take your type tool again, we're going to type in the next detail. Okay guys, we are going to just reduce the VA back to 0, and we're going to take in this impact font. We are going to take the impact font again, and let's type in GH like this, and go and click inside the color and sample this orange color on the page like this. Okay, actually it is orange yellow color like that. Okay, that's how I named it, so let's go with that vibe, or yellow orange or orange yellow like that. Okay guys, enlarge it just as I have done. You can as well position it somewhere like this. Okay, and take your type tool and take the horizontal type tool, and we are going to just type in with Montserrat and Montserrat regular, and we are going to type in a white, type in with white like that. So this is it. With Montserrat regular, we are going to type in Accra, Ghana. Okay, so Accra, Ghana is okay for us, and let's reduce the size. Okay, it must not be all that big like that. Okay, so this is it guys. Position it at the top for now. So let's change the font style. It's not showing that bold, so semi bold is okay, and reduce the size to 8. No, 8 is too small, so 10 is enough. Okay, so hit done when you're actually done, and take your shape tool, rectangle tool, and just draw a very thin line right beside the Accra, Ghana, and actually it should come down. So we are going to actually take our move tool and let's bring it down with our down arrow key on the keyboard. Okay guys, this is how I want it to feel, and that is how we are getting it. So let me zoom inside because I want to make it very tiny. So Ctrl+T and just reduce the size, and yeah, just as you're seeing it, Ctrl+0 to zoom to fit to page. This is how far we have come guys, just as you're seeing it. I'm going to hold the left arrow key and hold Alt and drag downwards to make a duplicate of the Accra, Ghana, down like that. So let's type in this next, near simplisticate.boat. This is this is actually a trial work, so this is cool. So this is it guys. I hope you guys have learned something to this far. Please, if you have learned something, don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh, please. Okay guys, I will really appreciate it if you guys like and subscribe to just keep the family going. Alright guys, reduce the size and actually do the increasing with Ctrl+T because that will be best, for now. Okay, alright guys, we're going to just group the whole of this and move it up like that. Okay, from here we'll take our rectangle tool and make a very thin line at the side like this. Okay, this is it guys, just to close the gap there. And yeah, this is how far we have come. The entire details there is, they are all too small, so let's group this. Okay, well, let's actually send this location vector icon first. So right click and convert to smart object. Just go to FX and blending option, and we actually want to go to let's go again. FX and blending options. So we want to go to color overlay. We already have it set, so white like that. So just press Ctrl+T and let me close that. Bring the slider up like that. So we're reducing the size so that it becomes very small and gets close to the GH. Okay guys, so this is it. This is how I want it to feel on the page. Alright, somewhere down, but it should match, actually be in line with the GH. So this is it. Let me send it close to the GH. Okay guys, so this is how far we have come. Let me group the whole of this and name it location. So location is okay. So this is it guys, so this is our location. Yeah, okay guys, go to edit and free transform. We actually want to free transform all of it because they are actually small, just as I said earlier. So select all together with the date and location and go to edit and free transform. So we actually want to free transform it so that it becomes big and so that it fills the page. Actually there's space down there. We don't want to leave it just like that. Okay guys, so this is it, all about the enlargement. Alright, so Ctrl+A and just make sure it is centered to the page, and just go to select and deselect, and you're good to go. Alright guys, So if you have come this far, I salute you. Well done. So go to File Place Embedded and bring back this fire vector. It has already been set, so you don't have any problem. Just make sure you reduce the size and position it at the right corner of the page. So just to make it look nice on the page when a viewer or your customer sees it. So this is it, guys. So it is actually there just to bring out some flame to our design. So wow, welcome to this far, and I salute you. So welcome to the end of this video, and I really appreciate you for clicking to watch this video. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. So here in this part of this video, I'm going to make corrections where I was supposed to delete some of the text. Okay, so we are going to allocate them all. Now let's see. Okay, so yeah, I think this is all correct. And inside this, this is okay, this is also okay. Let's pull the ruler out now, and let's see. So we actually made a mistake in typing. So let's see. So worshiping our creator without stress. So inside this, okay guys, so inside here we actually have everything intact. Okay, so we have actually addressed one. So that is the worshiping our creator. There's a mistake there, so we will correct that. But then you can as well put the color to anything you want. Okay, so just making some adjustments. You can as well change the color to anything you want. Okay, just to your liking. After creating the design, that is it. So let's put it on white, just as you saw it at the preview. Okay, all right guys, so this is it. Okay, so this is it guys. After that, let me close the group. Press Ctrl Shift Alt plus E, and yeah, just to make that overview like that. Okay guys, so this is it. Okay, so yeah, so this is where we actually make the correction. So at the text we added A, so we have to delete that. And let's see, without, so without, we actually have to tilt it a bit because of the delete. So let's go and change without, delete one T, and we are good to go. So that is it guys, that is all for today's tutorial. Thank you for clicking to watch this video, and see you in my next tutorial. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm out. Bye bye.